So, my question for you today is Christianity disempowering? Let's think about this. Not to piss anyone off, I was raised in the church and I actually got thrown out of Sunday school because the Sunday school teacher's story had some gaps in it. And I was always a very inquisitive child. I was like 4 or 5, maybe. And I found out early on that questions weren't really welcome. Let's really take a look at this. So, the first well known, well published version of the Bible came from King James. And then he made it a law that everyone had to practice this religion. So, I find it interesting that most of the scriptures are interpreted as, all of the power is outside of you. You have to play the am I blessed lottery by asking this power outside of you if you can be blessed. Um, that essentially you're born a sinner, you die a sinner, and only by the grace of this outside person, power thing, do you have value. Because by yourself, you're a lost cause. You're not worth a damn thing. And I have a hard time with that because I was like, uh, really? Because especially at 5, I'm like, how can I be a sinner? I haven't even been here that long. And it's that idea that kind of sets us up for a lifetime of looking for power, approval, acceptance outside of ourselves. And that's so disempowering overall as a person to believe that everything of value comes from outside of us. And that also leaves us very susceptible to people pleasing, to the martyrdom issues, um, not believing in our own ideas, in our own value, and needing everyone else's acceptance and approval before we take action. And the thing is, honestly, we don't need anybody else's anything. We're complete by ourselves, in ourselves. And our value comes from the fact that we breathe, that we exist. We don't need someone else to tell us that we're worth something. But until we learn how to get past the old belief systems, the old thought patterns, the old emotional wounds and traumas, it can be very difficult to actually stand fully centered in that belief and to feel the empowerment that comes from knowing that, you know what, my power comes from within me. And there is a higher power that I can connect to, but it's not like the lottery. I don't have to ask for blessings. I don't have to ask for grace. I don't have to be approved of to not burn in hell. And I think that for a lot of people, myself included, being placed in the church environment as an infant, throughout my childhood, created a lot of issues for me that it took me a long time to overcome, to finally step away from and take a third eye view. Or I meant to say bird's eye, but I guess third eye is probably even more appropriate. Of what did this really do to my belief systems? What did this do to the way I relate to people? And so, just an idea, but uh, your power is yours. You don't have to ask for it from anyone. You don't have to beg for it. You don't have to be approved of. You're worthy, you're powerful, and you're complete.